Hello TEQ crypto followers, welcome to our video. Today, we will share the technical analysis of Edu Coin. Firstly, we can say that due to the rapid decline in the past 3 days, which is in line with the drop in Bitcoin, we have witnessed a significant decrease in price movements. However, over the past 3 days, we are also seeing upward movements in the price. But please note that the trading volumes are quite low. This suggests that these uptrends might not be very healthy, so it's advisable to be cautious. Looking at the long-term perspective, we can see a continuous downtrend. With these declines, we naturally hope for an upward breakout of the downtrend. The reason behind this is that if the price movements manage to break out of the downtrend, the price will stabilize, and a gradual uptrend could begin. However, it's important to note that buying from these levels might be very risky. This is because there isn't a clear support or resistance zone even in between. Our support level is around 0.357, or if we round it, we can consider it as 0.355. From this point onwards, the price movements have gradually started to rise. Currently, the first point where the price might rise, as we've mentioned, is the resistance area of the downtrend. If this resistance area is broken upwards, our first target will be around 0.543. This is how we can interpret it. Of course, if the resistances continue to be broken upwards, we can say that we have even stronger targets ahead. Additionally, let's take a look at the moving averages. Currently, the price is trading below all of the moving averages. If the price manages to break above these averages, we could determine both short-term and medium to long-term targets, considering it as a positive sign. The 8-day and 20-day moving averages, which are indicated by the brown and green lines, need to break upwards. As we mentioned earlier, it's crucial for the downtrend to break upwards. If the price falls below 0.355, it's essential to sell immediately and refrain from buying until a new support is found. Now, let's continue with our examination of the indicators. The Fisher indicator has not yet shown an upward breakout and is still indicating a sell signal. As long as there is no upward breakout, according to the Fisher indicator, we might continue to see price declines. Currently, there's an upward movement, however, due to the lack of volume, Fisher is not interpreting it as a buy signal. Please be aware of this. After closing the Fisher indicator, we move on to the RSI indicator. We can see that it has crossed above the 30 level, which is a positive sign. It could be appropriate to place a buy order based on this, considering the crossover. However, as we mentioned, since the price movements are in the middle region, this could still be a risky buy. Keep in mind that since the RSI has crossed above 30, we might expect the RSI value to rise to around 50, and after reaching this level, we could anticipate further price increases. These are the insights we wanted to share with you. Let's slowly conclude our video. In this video, we shared the technical analysis of Edu Coin. If you enjoyed the video, please click the like button. To stay informed about future videos, consider subscribing to our channel. Thank you for watching. See you in the next videos. Goodbye. Hello TEQ crypto followers, we're back in the continuation of our video, and now we'll share the market analysis, specifically the analysis of Bitcoin, with you. In the past, my friends, we've actually made videos like this before. In fact, we've added these videos behind our other videos as well. Here, a significant breakout occurred, both in Bitcoin and as we anticipated. We can say that it rose quite nicely to the levels of $30,000 to $31,000. However, my friends, there was a sharp decline due to a notable and large sell-off. We can say that this decline occurred when a significant sell-off took place. We can even predict that there was a decline of around 10 to 15% in this section. Along with this, the level of $29,000 was important to us. As it was breached downward, it wasn't good news, and it dropped to $25,000. $25,000 is indeed a strong level. This region, if not breached downward, can be seen right here. We can see that it immediately made a small upward movement like a pin. Of course, for the past 2 days, it has continued to decline. We would like the $25,000 level to be breached downward. If this area is breached, it's likely that we will see even greater consequences. For this reason, my friends, the breach of this region would not be positive for us. After this reversal, around $26,900 to $27,000 levels are important for us. In fact, if we look back historically, around $26,700 levels are important for us as well. So, we can say that these levels can also be considered as intermediate resistance zones. The most important thing is the upward breach of the $29,000 level. Because, as seen, after this level was breached, a downward breach has actually become quite difficult. There hasn't been a breakout for almost 2 weeks. For this reason, the $29,000 level is important for us, and with the upward breach of this level, we can also say that even larger targets could be achieved. For an entry point, it's reasonable to set it around the $25,000 level. If we make an entry around $25,200 levels, it will be important to set a stop level just below so that in case it drops below, we minimize our losses. And with regard to the upward movement, as we said, the range between $26,700 and $26,900 levels is important, and above that, the $29,000 level is also important for us. We'll be examining and focusing on these levels for the upcoming week, and we'll be renewing our analysis every week. By integrating this Bitcoin video behind our other videos, we'll actually have presented a good presentation for you as well. This is how we can interpret it. Now, let's continue with our video and our analysis of the moving averages. Currently, we see that the 200-day moving average has been breached downward, and we can say that this breach is quite negative for us. The reason for this, my friends, is that the 200-day moving average has been breached downward, which implies that we expect a decline in price movements. After this point is breached, we can say that there has indeed been a decline in price movements. Similarly, my friends, for the short term, and actually for the long term as well, what's important is the upward breach of the 200-day moving average. In the coming days, as we will see, we will gain a more detailed understanding of the importance of the upward breach of the 200-day moving average. With these aspects in mind, let's start examining our indicators. Let's first take a look at our Bollinger Bands. We can see that the Bollinger Band has currently been breached to the downside, my friends. Even though we've explained the fundamental concept of the Bollinger Bands in our past videos, if we look at this, my friends, in a contracting area, whichever way the Bollinger Band is breached, the price movements show a significant downward or upward trend in that direction. Currently, since the Bollinger Band has been breached downward, we can say that we are seeing a significant downward trend in price movements. Additionally, we would expect the price movements to enter the range of the band. In the coming days, this could cause us to see small upward movements. We can also say this. Returning to our Fisher and RSI indicators, my friends, the Fisher indicator has suggested around August 15th that we should initiate a sell order due to a breakout. Along with this, we can see that the price movements have indeed dropped from that point onwards. Until we see any upward breakouts, we could predict that the price movements might continue to decrease according to the Fisher indicator. Furthermore, regarding the RSI indicator, since it's breached below the 30 level, if it continues to stay at these levels, we could interpret that there might be a continued decrease in price movements. From this point onwards, if the price movements start to decrease, we could also say that it might transition to a sideways movement. In other words, it could continue sideways. We can anticipate this, even in this manner. Along with this, we can expect the price movements to continue in this manner. If the 30 level is breached upward, and if the 30 level breaches upward and heads towards the 50 level, we could indeed have a possibility of seeing a significant upward movement in price. Especially, my friends, the movement from 50 to 70 would be really important for us in terms of price movement. Let's not forget this, of course. Additionally, since it's below the 30 level currently, we unfortunately cannot say anything positive. And finally, looking at the MACD indicator, as it appears, my friends, we can see that the volume in the indicator is growing steadily, indicating that the decline is deepening. We can also observe that the gap between the two lines is expanding. Since the breakout occurred here, my friends, the price movements have dropped, and in the coming days, if there isn't any upward breakout, we could predict that the decline in price movements might continue. Especially if we don't see a movement like this, that is, if the volume in the indicator doesn't drop, we could say that the decline in price movements might continue even further from this point on. Especially, if we look at the 4-hour period on the graph, my friends, let's quickly take a look and see if there is an important point for us there. Let's quickly glance at the 10 mark. Currently, my friends, we cannot say that there is something particularly important. In fact, we cannot say that we see something significant in this section. This is also evident in the 4-hour period chart, which suggests that the decline might continue. We've shared our comments on Bitcoin with you. In fact, since the market is largely determined by Bitcoin, we've also provided a market commentary. Now, let's slowly come to the end of our video. In this video, we shared the technical analysis of Bitcoin with you. If you liked the video, you can click the like button. You can also subscribe to our channel to stay informed about upcoming videos. Thank you for watching. See you in the next videos.